What up? What it do, cyber world? It is your girl, the one and only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com. AshSaidIt.com, baby babies. This is the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for your love and support, darlings. Everything makes a difference, darling. Yes, it does. Okay, people have been asking me about my opinion on the whole Katt Williams, Wanda Smith situation that happened. Okay, so this is my take on it. For one, she asked him to come on air. As far as my recollection takes, she actually begged him to come on air. He was not scheduled to be on the show. So she just basically was nagging him to get on the show. He finally comes on the show, and you can already tell he's in a mind space. He knows what he's doing. None of what he did was, just out of the blue, no. He was very calculating in what he did. And that's just what it was. Point blank period, that's what it was. And she should have just backed down and just let him be. But she was trying to, it sounded to me, and I saw the video, it looked to me like she was trying to prove herself. From what I hear, the show has not been getting the most wonderful of ratings. And this is really showing a really big light on them, which is good. It's always good for ratings and always good for the pockets. But she messed up at trying to back and forth with him. The jokes were corny, they were terrible. They were not even entertaining. He really just slaughtered her on the air on her old show. And she should have just doubled down and just been quiet and just, let him talk about his stuff and let him promote his stuff. But it's almost like she was trying to defend the comics that he was talking about. And she left the window wide open for herself to be attacked. I don't have pity for her. I don't feel sorry for her. I know people that have been taken for granted, and I know the digital director for V, and at the end of the day, they're a business, they're a corporation, they're a company. What is their whole purpose? To make money. Whatever it is, this was a golden opportunity for them to capitalize on a heavy-hitting comedian who doesn't do a lot of local radio stuff. And they did it. They did the right thing. They made a really awesome business move. And her feelings was hurt, and she was embarrassed and all that stuff. Sometimes you got to take one for the team. You can't sit up there and bitch and complain about it. Sometimes you got to take one for the team, and that's what I totally feel happened with that situation. You have to. There's no way around it. You have to take one for the team. You have to be humble. I'm not going to sit up here and act like, every one of the interviews that I've ever done has been perfect, and I've said people's names correctly and all this other stuff. No, let me tell you, I have butchered some names. I have gotten clients mixed up and started interviewing them, asking them about their product, and they're an author. I have screwed up many, many, many of times, and I will continue to screw up because that's what life is. It's just trial and error. You learn from your mistakes. And hopefully she took something from that can help her in the future, but I just feel like she really just gave him the dagger to stab her with, and he just did it. It's like you don't dangle like fresh meat in front of a shark, would you? You ain't gonna just dangle that stuff and think that he's not gonna go for it. He's going for blood. And he got it. He got blood, guts, everything, major organs, all of that. But at the end of the day, I think that it was a good business move. That was the best move that V could have made. And I know that it spiked their ratings and will help to put them on the map even more than before. So it's like, what's the issue? What's the problem? And then update. So over the weekend, they go to the Atlanta Comedy Theater, and Wanda's husband pulls a gun on Katt Williams. Like, dude, are you stupid? Like, are you dumb? Really? Regardless, Katt Williams, he's not necessarily anyone's favorite. I find him entertaining. I do find him entertaining. I won't necessarily say I agree with everything that he's done, but I do find him entertaining. And he's a high-profile celebrity that is known. It's not even like, oh, maybe coulda, woulda. He's known for making trouble. He's known for being the bad boy. He's known for putting that type of energy out there. He loves the attention. And you just gave him, you handed it to him on a silver platter. You handed it to him. So you can't even get upset and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Or he should press charges. If I was him, I'd press charges. Somebody poke a gun in my face. And they claim that, oh, the gun fell out and he didn't point it at Katt. Whatever. You know that the real deal is all the tea is going to come out in the next couple of days. You realize that. The real tea as they continue that investigation. Because somebody's seen something. Somebody's seen something. But, yeah, she needs to just get over it. That's what happens when you're in media. You're going to take an L. You're going to take an L. So, get you a slice of humble pie, call it a day, and just move on. Because there's nothing that you can do. It's out there. Crying and blaming this and blaming that. And I'm going to make a statement that I never thought that I would say, just because I'm not really, I don't listen to Frank and Wanda. I haven't listened for years. I haven't listened since before they went off the air and Ryan Cameron took over. I am not a big fan of Frank's Ski, but I agree with him when he said that they got a job to do. They got a job to do. He didn't think that she was necessarily hurt in the moment. And it wasn't his responsibility. It's not his show. It's Frank and Wanda. So she had just as much power to stop the foolishness as he had. So trying to pass it off and say, oh, Frank should have stopped it and he did this and he let this go on and on and on. But you could have stopped it too. And that was a real punk move of her husband calling Frank. How you gonna call Frank? You gonna rough up Frank? Really? That's what's going on? So I side with Frank's Ski, which, like I said, I wouldn't typically say ever in life. But I totally side with Frank because that was just some foolishness. And I just feel that it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Shout out to the digital director for V-103. Good guy, hard worker, making some major moves. And they're looking for a scapegoat. They're looking for a scapegoat. And that's what I feel like Wanda was doing, is looking for a scapegoat. The digital guy. I know who the digital guy is. And he's trying to hold on to his job. Point blank, period. So, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, you got to take your emotions out of it. You cannot get in your feelings about this stuff because it's a job. You signed up for this stuff. You can't kill every single interview. You're not going to rub every single celebrity the right way. And guess what? You got to be okay with it. You just shake it off and keep moving. Far too many times people want to get caught up in stuff and all, this and that or whatever. No. You have to grow some thick skin, and you got to get used to be talked about. That's just really what it comes down to, point blank, period. There's no other way to deal with it. Just, you got to get over it. You got to, otherwise it's going to consume you, and then you're just going to be, I don't know what to say for that. What I do know is that people need to live their truth and forget the rest. Don't be stressed. And that's pretty much the story about it. So it's all about positive energy, good energy. But let's keep it real. Let's not lie to ourselves. You know what? We screwed up. And take it for what it is. A screw up. So that's my little takeaway for the day, darlings. Yes, that's my little takeaway. But I hope that you guys are having a great day thus far. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be steaming hot in Atlanta. Yes, it's going to be hot. So I'll holler at y'all on the flip side. Keep doing what you do. Anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face. You tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what I'm doing this for. I'm doing this for the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is way better. It's way better, baby. I'll let y'all later. Deuces.